So this is the first day of the 200 push-up, 200 sit-ups a day for 30 days. I'm gonna go ahead and do a first set of 20 for the day of the sit-ups and push-ups. Also in this challenge, I'm not gonna be doing too much sweets. Try to limit the amount of carbs I'm taking in. I'm also going to be doing some cold showers. That will also help as well throughout this challenge. It kind of helped me to be a little bit more disciplined. I've been doing cold showers before, but I'm going to continue to do it throughout this challenge. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting journey. So this is day one. It was pretty hectic at work. Couldn't get a chance to record, but I did do a few sets of 20. I wasn't able to do every set every hour. Tomorrow I'm off, so I have more time, but I might do like 3 sets of 10, like in an hour. So that way I can kind of, like, just in case something like busy might come up, then I already have most of my sets already done. Day one, kind of discouraging. That I wasn't able to get all the sets. I think I was only able to get like maybe 120 or 140 in a day. So we'll see what day 2 will be like. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Alright, so it's day 2. Yesterday it was kind of hectic. I was only able to get in like 120 push-ups and barely any sit-ups. But today will be a little bit better because I'm working. We'll see what day 2 brings. Today was short, and even though I wasn't able to record any of my progress or sets, fortunately I was able to finish them. Okay, so right now this is day 3. I'm at a park right now. Has a little kind of soccer complex as well. They have it closed though, can't go inside. Yeah, it's just a nice day. It's a little bit breezy. It's been raining on and off for the past few days of last week. So you're just gonna do some walking around, and I'll say so far that this challenge has been going, well, except for the past couple of days. The past couple of days, like the first day was kind of shaky because I'm actually seeing improvements with me, like doing 20 without struggling. Even though I might be like struggling like towards the end, once I hit 18 or 19, I noticed a big difference. Because after I hit once I went past like 14, that's when I was kind of struggling. But now I've seen the improvement so far. But yeah, just gotta keep a positive mindset. That's all. It's day 3 of the 30-day challenge. The weather during my walk at the park with family has gave me a promising look on this challenge. The spring season symbolizes starting off fresh. It shows great things to come. With flowers blooming, brown grass during the winter months returning back to its lively green state, and the animals awakening from their hibernation. I found it ironic that a McDonald's was right next to the park. It means anybody with a New Year's resolution will have a very hard time at this park to stay dedicated to it. We are back from the park, and now I'm finishing the rest of my sets for the day. I also have been impressed with how my form has changed from only being able to do 10 push-ups with struggling to do 20 within a minute after each set. I do see some definition on the lower chest, but not so much on the upper part. The type of push-ups also has a part to play. Doing water push-ups, which works out the lower back and abdominal muscles. Also, my abs has a little bit of definition, but this is just the beginning. This day, I only had a few chances to get some sets. It had got real busy that I even missed my sets, including my sit-ups, which gave me less optimism. I got off work a little bit later than I expected, and I had to drop something off. But when I got back home, I was tired and ready to go to bed. The rest of the sets had to wait till tomorrow. Alright, so that concludes day 5 and day 6. Just had some craziness yesterday with it being very hectic at the job, and as a result, I wasn't able to get all my sets in. I had to end up getting home late, and I tried to finish the sets last night, and I was just very exhausted from yesterday, and then I decided to do those sets from yesterday and add with today, and as a result, I'm exhausted. To conclude today's sets, ended with 10 push-ups because earlier today, I did not get many sets of 20 done, and as a result, I had 8 sets to finish plus sets to make up for the other day, which did cost me. After pushing through more mistakes, I also had to lower my reps down to 5 because of how tired my arms were. Whatever you do, what I just did, making up for all my sets throughout the day, do not do that, because you will tire yourself out. My arms are extremely sore right now, and I'm about to take a cold shower. This is only day 7. I can definitely tell a difference in my abs, how there was more definition than a few days earlier in this challenge. I also started including wider push-ups. It's day 8 on this 30-day challenge, and it's Friday, which normally is not the busiest at work because of the weekend. I knew I'd have some time to squeeze in as much sets as I could before the end of the day. Going to work was not going to be troublesome. It was raining, but I was able to get there on time without too much traffic. the original day for this because it is every 5th Saturday out of a month. But with today's weather, kinda left tomorrow's planned picnic in suspense, knowing that the weather could go either way, and especially here in Georgia, because the weather down here in Georgia is pretty bizarre. I'll make gyros for tomorrow's picnic. If you already know what gyros is, it's a Greek wrap. Since I'm plant-based, I'll use tofu instead of the meat that is normally used in gyro wraps, including chicken, lamb, beef, or pork. Since I started my first job working in a restaurant for nearly a year, it has helped me to increase my cooking skills at home. Okay, so I'm currently at work. It's raining outside. Just took my time to get over here, and also I don't think it's going to be any heavy rain today, and especially tomorrow. The youth are doing a church picnic, and we'll see if it'll be a good turnout tomorrow as far as the weather. I'll show you also what we have here at the restaurant as well. It's vegan, no meat, no dairy products. So prepare yourself, and it's not going to be grass, because I know most of y'all people be saying, oh, when you're vegan, oh, I can't believe you eat that grass. But I'll show y'all, it ain't all that. Yeah, so this is one of the made to order entrees that we have that we do not have up here. It's the Montel, got the mac and cheese, and the cabbage and kale. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all some of the entrees that we have here at the restaurant. So we have the pepper steak, which is like a gluten-based vegan alternative to meat, and then we have the orange chicken, which is soy-based, and then the jerk chicken. And then the sides we have is rice and peas, cabbage and kale. Then we have mac and cheese as well. Those are the sides that we have here. And then we also have some vegetable and spinach patties as well. And then desserts we have like carob, which is like a vegan chocolate alternative. We have carob vanilla. And then we also have sweet potato pound cake. We do have some more cakes, we just haven't started on them for the day. So yeah, so we also have some juices here. We have some ginger raid, which is lemonade and ginger combined. Then we have the regular lemonade, ginger beer, mango pineapple, guava ginger, and sorrow, which is a Jamaican drink. And then we also do have sour salt, but unfortunately we don't have it today. We still have to make some more. So yeah, those are the drinks that we have as well. If you are in town, like in the Atlanta area, be sure to visit us at Divine Plant-Based Cuisine, and we're right near the airport. All right, so now there's not too much business today. I'm gonna go in and squeeze the second set in. Since work was slow today, not only was I able to get more sets done, but also able to get home a little bit earlier to prepare for tomorrow.
Got the kick?
I'll do it. It's my fault. It's your fault, yes.
It's day 9, and we're on the way to church for service and youth day. This morning's overcast did give me mixed feelings about the picnic today, knowing, like I had mentioned before, how our weather here in Georgia is very uncertain. I have Saturday as my rest days for the challenge, and since I'm just starting off, I'll finish today's sets after sunset when I get back home. I'm not trying to push my beliefs on anyone. Explaining my reasons on why I take Saturday as my rest day is because the 7-day Adventist, and we rest on Saturday, which is the 7th day of the week.
That Jesus is God's begotten Son. He's not created. The begottenness comes in Scripture from some.
What we have is the 8 laws of health that we call New Start. The acronym which it stands for is nutrition, exercise, water, sunlight, temperance, air, rest, and trust in God. All of which correlates with this challenge. The clouds start to clear up as we get closer to the church, which kind of gives me a little bit more optimism about the picnic's outcome.
You need to have patience. Because the same way that we have patience for other days, remember that Christ has patience for us also. And you must also show patience to other people. See, Christ has patience for you because you're a sinner. Christ had patience when he flooded the earth. He had patience when he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. He had patience when he swallowed people back in Moses' time. He had patience. He came on the cross and said, I know that what you're doing is wrong, but because I still love you, I'm going to be patient. And I'm going to guide your steps so that you can be my kingdom with me forever. God is patient with us, but we can't be patient with him. It's always a one-sided relationship when it comes to God. And that's very, very unfortunate. And I myself am very guilty of that. When it comes to human relationships, if anything is one-sided, oh yeah, just leave him as he should. He's tripping, she's tripping, he's doing this, he's doing that, right? But we look at God all the time, and we don't say anything, we don't feel guilty. But how do you think God feels? When he's like, I did this for you, but you can't do this for me. I waited patiently for you to come back to me, but you can't wait for a blessing to come.
All the ingredients made in this gyro is from scratch that I did. The bread, which I did take a little bit more time to make. The tofu, which I had to marinate overnight. And the zucchini sauce from the vegan yogurt. Alright, so we are now at the park. And as you can see, it's a good turnout today. It's supposed to be overcast today. But it turned out to let the sun come through the clouds a little bit. So right now, just waiting for everybody to show up. And I'm gonna start to eat. Yeah, it was just a different turnout today. I thought it was gonna be cloudy and a little bit chilly, but it's actually a decent temperature. It's like in the upper 70s right now. Might have some bugs that might annoy us, but yeah, you see some of I'll show y'all some of the scenery here as well. Having our lunch right now. We'll see what else we'll be doing. Probably gonna be doing some singing. We're gonna stay here till after sunset, and then we can go back home. And I'm gonna see if I could do the rest of the sets from yesterday to today. The Saturday is my rest day, and to explain that in an introduction video. But Saturday is my rest days. It's important to take the rest days so that way your body can recuperate, along with, cold showers to reduce the muscle soreness. Let me show you some more scenery that we have here. And we try to find something to do out here. All right, so that was the picnic today. It was a real good turnout. We also had some Bible quizzes. It was actually, I'd say, a very fulfilling day, especially after going to church and having the youth day. So yeah, we're getting ready to leave right now. Head back to the house, and later on I'll do the rest of my sets of push-ups, and we'll start fresh tomorrow and doing 200. So yeah, so I'll see you when I get to the house. I forgot to mention the park where we had the picnic today. It is the Panola Mountain State Park here in Georgia, which sits 946 feet above sea level. The South River acts as the boundary around the mountain between DeKalb, Rockdale, and Henry counties here in Georgia. Finishing the rest of yesterday's sets wasn't exhausting as I had thought. Knowing that I had got most of them done saved a lot of time and energy. And I'm starting to see some definition on my upper chest, also called the pectoralis, and the abs are still a work in progress. Alright y'all, I was just in the middle of finishing my sets for the day. Just got home from work, and right now we're just waiting for the power to turn on. I'm gonna just have to do the rest of my sets right now and take a shower afterwards in the dark. I have my flashlight on, but yeah, this is a pretty interesting challenge so far. I think somebody had a car accident, probably hit one of the transformers near the subdivision. It's crazy. It just, how it just occurred all of a sudden. Like I was in the middle of finishing doing 20 push-ups. Like right when I finished, that's when the power had turned on. So we just have to wait and see you 2 hours, but I'm gonna go ahead and just finish my sets up and just take my shower, and we'll go from there. This is by far my first huge setback of days that I had to catch up on all missed sets, which you can tell by how the definition had faded away. It's day 17 of this 30-day challenge. With 13 days remaining, at the end of the days, I had to narrow my reps from 20 to 10 because my body was not accustomed to doing 20 reps so close together. It also caused fatigue. As I explained, this setback was worse than day 7 because I did not get any sets done for the whole day. Once again, I had to make up for my sets. But one day, in spite of me taking a break for one day, please, if you're gonna do this challenge for 30 days, do not do what I just did. I had to make it for the whole day, which means I didn't do any sets throughout the whole day. Just learn from me not to repeat these same mistakes. Right now, I'm gonna take a cold shower. It's been a hectic week last week and especially weekend. But we're gonna move on from this. We're gonna move on. And this challenge is almost coming to a close in another week. But we're just gonna keep trucking to the finish line. We'll go ahead and take a cold shower, go and eat dinner and get ready to go to bed after I order some other stuff. Although my sets were not recorded today, I only knocked down enough of them to soften the blow for tomorrow's sets. And because of this, my tone has changed as a result of my inconsistency. This is the day that I had gotten all of my sets in without any interruptions. But all that would change within the next 7 days. Summer classes will start on the 22nd, which would give this 30-day challenge more of a challenge. With my classes starting early morning, it will carry straight to work in the afternoon, with only a small amount of time in between. By this, I will be tired coming back home. This by far will be my biggest setback, not just making up for one, but 4 days straight worth of missed sets. Fortunately, I found a solution to this obstacle. By starting off my sets earlier in the morning, we'll bring it down to a fraction. Today's results are slightly different from yesterday's, but what stands out is completing today's sets, preventing the burden of it doubling the next day. Today is the first day for summer classes, and after I got ready to attend my cousin's graduation, which was coincidentally at a football field near my school.
Yes, sir!
Magnificent class of 2023. Scholars, today is one of the most important days for the rest of your lives. It is a day of pride, celebration, and reflection.
is day, well, I don't know which day it is. But once I get back home, then I can discuss that. But yeah, today, the graduation was good for my cousin. It's a good turnout as right now. It's kind of drizzling out, but the rain really did held up because it was pretty much mostly rain in the forecast. So right now we're getting ready to leave and head towards the house to have a little bit of something. And then that's when I'm gonna head home, do the rest of my sets of 24. I had to make up, so once again, do not fall back on your days. Go ahead and get the sets in while you can. But yeah, later. I had got my first car earlier this month, and so far it's been a good drive. I was trying to catch the odometer hitting 100,000 miles, so to be prepared, I turned my camera on when I passed the 99,980 mile mark earlier today. The week ahead was going to be tedious now that I have to juggle between school and work. Today's results were transformative. I was surprised that my muscle retained its tone despite of the many days I had missed in the previous week. It's day 29, with only one day left in this challenge. I still managed to maintain muscle tone. To be honest, I struggled in avoiding sweets and junk food toward the middle of the challenge, but I did eat them in moderation as part of my cheat day. We have finally made it to the 30-day mark. Kind of. Due to the last day falling on Saturday, this means I'll have to finish on all sets missed the next last days of this month, before June, unfortunately. We are on the way to attend my friend's graduation, which was the last one. The school, Georgia Cumberland Academy, is a private Christian high school situated in Calhoun, Georgia, near the Appalachian Mountain Range, which is connected across northern Georgia along with 12 other eastern states.
Crystal Molina graduated with honors. Tadlavor.
Yeah, this dude about to go wild, y'all. Hold on. He about to go wild. Hold on.
1, Elijah Torres.
Oh, that's a dog. He's just waiting. Yeah, he's just waiting for food. Kind of remind me of him. Hey, y'all, this is my boy Josh. Go support him at official JT on Instagram and also YouTube. His link to his channel will be linked in the description. Yeah, JT 2 times. Yes, sir. After catching up with some friends, we are on our way back home, passing through the city of Atlanta. This challenge has been an amazing journey. There were some things I wish I recorded, such as my weight. I know this was my longest video, but I felt that a challenge should be more than just documenting push-ups and sit-ups reps every day, but also like other experiences in the journey that makes it more of a true standout. Today we took on challenging hills on the trail with our bikes. We met a guy who had to pick up his family because of how challenging the hills were. Okay guys, so we're very close to concluding this 30-day challenge. So far, I'll say that's been a real good challenge. It's taught me a lot about being consistent, and I know I have these sets that I have to make up for my missed days and also my break day, which was Saturdays. So we're gonna go ahead and conclude this challenge by making up for these push-ups. And yeah, I'll see y'all. It's no coincidence that this challenge came to a close during graduation week. Graduation is one of the most important events in life. It celebrates a major milestone of closing a chapter from childhood and moving on to the next phase in life. It was just 4 years ago. You were just a freshman going to open house with your parents. With so much anticipation of how your first year will go, we all remember that feeling. Some of us had a strong start while some of us barely caught on. We remember those nights we had to sometimes push ourselves through to finishing working on that project or an essay, despite of being restless. And sometimes we were disappointed with our results and missing deadlines with the thought of throwing in the towel. But when we remember our starting point and look back at the progress, we can't help but just keep striving toward the finish line. Close to finishing, we had moments of reflection of the crucibles and what it made us out to be. So goes the days of seeing the true friends that we connected to when we talk to each other on a day-to-day basis, and other memories made that impacted us in a great way. But on to bigger things over the horizon.